So where do we start at? Let's start from the beginning. I comes out 6 months before B Stinger, exposing Bambaataa for my own reasons.
And what reasons could that be, Hassan? Because it's obvious what you did it for. You did it for money, fame, and YouTube celebrity status. That's exactly what you got out of it. That's exactly what you did it for. Mission accomplished.
6 months later, after Bambaataa sat down in a meeting, publicly apologized, and we moved on from the situation.
Hold up. So let's understand this. 6 months after you exposed Bambaataa, y'all met up and was in a meeting, and Bambaataa apologized for what he did, right? And you basically forgave him because you moved on from it. Y'all moved on from it. So if you really did move on from it, how did you, or why did you make it your YouTube career to continue to expose him?
B Stinger pops up. B Stinger pops up, and mysteriously the video that I took down that was only on Facebook for hours pops up at the same time with B Stinger. So now I get a phone call saying that pretty much I gotta watch my back. Dudes is planning on killing me because they think I'm behind this B Stinger shit when B Stinger came forward.
All right, so you took the video down after a few hours. Something of this magnitude, something this important, you couldn't even let stay up for at least one day. You know what I'm saying? You took the video down after several hours. And you're saying that in the space of that time, these dudes, these warriors for Bambaataa, seeing the video, and they're at you because they thinking that the only reason Ron Savage came out was because you did it first, basically, right? Now, I don't believe that, for one. But even if that's the case, even if Hassan really did got that phone call from these dudes, why did Hassan himself turn around and started to try to get at Ron Savage? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember him saying that he wanted to split Ron Savage shit to the white meat over that situation because he was trying to get at Ron Savage for basically exposing Bambaataa?
So automatically from the beginning I was mad.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You was already mad from the beginning. You was mad at the fact that there was a Ron Savage, another potential victim of your so-called abuser. You was already mad. You didn't want nobody else to be doing what you was doing. You want to be the only one to profit and make it very lucrative as much as possible. You didn't want nobody else with you, bro. You was already mad.
About how B Stinger came out because it was like, yo, you coming out, you telling your story. Where did this video come from? And see, the thing that pissed me off the most about the video that I made was edited. That wasn't even the original video that they put out on Star.
Not gonna lie, I don't remember the Facebook video, the original Facebook video, but I remember the original YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? And basically, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't the exact same shit, it's pretty much was very similar. So I don't see why anybody would edit the video. Pretty much you're in the video exposing this nigga raw and uncut, so what's there to edit really, you know what I'm saying?
So now you come out and jeopardize my life. I'm not even prepared to go to war now because I didn't even expect what you put out to come at me the way it did. So boom, now I'm fighting B Stinger's fight. This is not even my fight. I'm fighting B Stinger's fight.
No, Hassan, no. You're actually fighting the fight that you pretending that you was fighting, the fight against child molestation, against Bam. You know what I'm saying? If his fight was exposing Bambaataa and child molestation and some negative attention is coming to you because of him exposing it, you're still fighting a good old fight if you was really fighting a good fight in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight that you will be fighting because that negative energy is coming at you because of that fight that Ron Savage is fighting. So essentially you are fighting that fight if you was fighting that fight in the first place, like I said.
You threw me back on the forefront. I ain't have no choice. Now I'm at war. Here it is. You campaigning. You running around with these politicians. You're not a politician. But you used laws that they was trying to bring into effect with your newspaper outings about you being molested by Bam in my video to boost the sale of your book.
That's disgusting. If that's the truth, that's disgusting, for real. Both of y'all niggas are two peas in a pot, for real. Y'all are of the same damn kind, because we all know, Hassan, you did it, like I said earlier, for the money and the attention and the YouTube status. You know what I'm saying? The celebrity, the fake YouTube celebrity status. You know what I'm saying?
So you can sell your books, your book indirectly about Bam. You re-robbed the book and put his name in there. You had other books you was trying to sell and little games you was trying to sell. Now you made yourself popular. Okay.
Not really. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? He somewhat got YouTube notoriety out of it, but this story did not make the Daily News or the New York Post or no shit like that. It wasn't really front page. The story didn't really break that big. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Evers did a little piece on it, but the shit ain't really went nowhere really that big. This should be viral fucking big headline type shit. Like Bambaataa, hip-hop's renowned Bambaataa, molested mad dudes in the Bronx. A lot of people know about it all through the fucking 80s and 90s and probably still doing the shit now. If that's really the case, that should be everywhere, front page. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, for whatever reason. But I felt like what I got out of this is that Hassan been jealous of Ron Savage from the beginning. He didn't want Ron Savage to exist. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to be the only one out here exposing, dragging Bambaataa for all of the money and the attention and the notoriety that he was going to get. He wanted to be the main one. Nobody else is running around saying Bambaataa molested them as much as people, as Hassan said, Bambaataa actually did molest. You don't hear nobody else out here doing it. It's just these two. So Hassan felt like what he felt like, and he just said he was already mad from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He felt some type of way from the beginning. He didn't go into it. He didn't explain why he was mad, but we can put our senses together and see it couldn't be no other reason but the fact that somebody else was out here, and they were doing a little bit more than what Hassan was doing. Hassan was just making YouTube videos and Facebook videos. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Ron Savage was publishing books. That's going to reach a little bit further out there. You know what I'm saying? That might get him in the newspapers and shit like that. So Hassan seen a threat, and that's all it was. He was jealous. He didn't like the fact that Ron even existed. That's all it was. So that's what I got out of this. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell, he's like the biggest question mark out of everybody. You have to keep questioning everything he's ever told you. And this is just highlighting a situation that is clear to see once you look into it, that these dudes had motives why they exposed Bambaataa. They had their motives. It wasn't because they were molested. They were molested as kids. Now, you could say a lot of people don't want to expose the fact that somebody molested them, so they might wait 20, 30 years after the fact. That's a fact. But we all seen pictures with Hassan and Bambaataa looking real cool, and we seen Hassan at some Sonetta debate doing security for Bambaataa. So we know he was cool with Bambaataa all the way up to some point some shit went left, and he felt like he had to expose him to reap the benefit. That's all it is.